Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Boston Celtics going up against the Toronto Raptors. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce. And as always, the mid part of the NBA season, quite a grueling part of the schedule. Right now, let's check out how the standings are shaping up in the East. Taking a look at Boston. Right now, they've compiled the third best record in the conference. Of course, there's the Raptors, right on their heels as they've got the next best record.
Well, I think for Toronto, they've done a good job staying relevant this season. I mean, I was concerned they'd suffer a drop-off, but give them credit. They've hung in here in this playoff race.
Resiliency has been crucial for this team. Anytime it looks like they may start to drag a little bit, they've picked it back up and stayed in the hunt. Let's
check out Toronto's starting lineup. The guard spots filled by Quickly and Barrett. The post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. And it's Ingram in at the 3 slot. And for Boston, the wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Then there's Sam Hauser. Then it's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Kada in at center.
Don't sleep on the athleticism of Derek White. How fast did he get off his feet to punch that one home?
And a guy who has a quick release and has distance to his shots. Derek White converts his chances.
You know what, Kev? There's so many things to love about Derek White. He's arguably the greatest shot-blocking guard in the league. He has a knack for making big shots, and the thing that maybe is most impressive is he gets past grenades at the end of a shot clock and has the temperament to stand in and deliver.
That's good from Barnes. You know, when you break down these teams, Greg, they are excellent on the defensive end.
Yeah, so let's give credit to their coaches. They prepare their teams well, motivating their guys to give that consistent effort.
Barnes hits them both. In his relatively young career, Scotty Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A glue guy you can plug in just about anywhere.
Oh, offensive interference. Well, it was the Raptors winning their last game against the Hornets in Charlotte. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. As far as Brandon Ingram goes, Coach believes that space is the key. He told me, quote, if we can close the gap, there aren't as many tools that he can go to, especially if we have a second defender to throw an occasional arm out. Percentages drop quite a bit in those cases. Kevin?
Allie, thank you so much. Shot clock at 3. And it's Brown missing.
You'd rather see him dunk that. Impose your will if you can.
Pass to Quickly. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by White. Pritchard against Barrett. Out to White. Now Hauser. Covered by Barnes. Clock at 4. Boston needs to get off a shot. And here's Brown outside. That doesn't go either for Brown. And here's Toronto. Last time they met was in Toronto.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
And the Raptors with the ball. Following the three-pointer by Boston. Quickly with it. He's picked up by White. Quickly the pass to Pirtle. Here's Barrett. Barnes kicks to Ingram. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
And battling injuries off and on throughout the years, Ingram is a major difference maker when healthy.
And that one falls for Ingram. And Doris, the Raptors, it would seem further ahead defensively than they are at the offensive end.
Kevin, it's an organization that historically looks for size. They have a lot of length and athleticism. The ability to force turnovers and be disruptive is something they identify, and then they want to push in transition. They're actually an entertaining group.
And Doris, what you love about Brandon Ingram, he's the total package.
He is, Kevin, because he's got incredible size, great shot-making ability. He's a three-level scorer, and you can mix his matchup on the defensive end.
And he makes all three. And Doris, a measured pace for the Celtics. No rush, don't turn it over, and then they get what they want.
Well, this is Joe Mazzulla's philosophy in a nutshell. Quality offense begins with taking care of the basketball first. He believes in the math, meaning he believes if you can get a good look at three, you take it.
Now Barnes, after the missed three from Derek White. Brown against Barrett. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Well, cold start, right? You've taken 4 shots. You've not made one of them.
Ingram with the steal. All alone. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And how about when Ingram turns on the Jets, especially there in transition?
Brown feeling out a bit. Pass to Walsh. Pritchard with the screen on Barnes. Here's Pritchard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Barnes up top. He's covered by Pritchard. Ingram against Brown. Outside Barrett. And here's quickly for three. The rebound by Cada. Boston trailing. Brown outside. Pass to Cada. Here's Walsh. Fires the three. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pritchard against quickly. Raptors moving the ball around. Pirtle with a screen on Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Ingram dishes to Barnes. The high post shot. No good that time.
Boy, he looks and will take that shot every time. Just won't go.
Pirtle with the steal. Barnes outside. Pass to quickly. There's the three. It's rebounded by Walsh.
Boy, not his best quarter. He's trying to break through.
Pritchard finds White. To the paint. Here's Cada. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Tonight's game means a lot, Doris. These are the games coaches sometimes identify as turning point games, right?
You are so right, Kev, because listen, teams continue to define themselves in terms of who they are and how they win. So performing well at this point of the season really ends up having a great influence where you finish. This is a long year, but an important time.
GA now in year 3 under Darko Rajakovic. The Raptors are staying the course.
His contract runs through next season, and he's all in on developing these young players and getting the best out of them.
No good on the second free throw. And Boston certainly has some of the most knowledgeable sports fans, Doris, in the country.
Kevin, not only knowledgeable, but passionate. And when you think over the 4 major sports in the city and the tradition of success, it is no wonder they are so committed. Quickly has incredible confidence and dangerously deep range, folks.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. So a moment now to see the story for Derek White.
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips, and all of a sudden, you're locked in.
Out to the wing. Here's Walsh. He has yet to score. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Derek White is a legit three-point threat. I don't care where on the floor he is. You better contest.
Barnes kicks to Barrett. Ingram passes to Barrett. Fires from deep. Rebound Boston. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
One of the things that you know when you miss free throws is you're giving the team opposite you all the momentum. You're failing to capitalize on their mistakes.
Here's Pritchard. 17 points in his last outing. The Raptors with the lead. Ingram passes to Pirtle. Outside, Barrett. In the corner, it's Ingram. And Boston with the rebound. Brown's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pritchard against quickly. Pass to Brown. Inside. Here's Kata. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Jakob Poeltl. The Celtics have not yet made a free throw in the game, 0 of 2 so far.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. Simons, he's checked in for Boston. And he ends up missing both free throws. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Raptors. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, "I'm not into labels. I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it. And what does his team want from him?" He said, "Be aggressive, don't defer." And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Guys, back to you.
Truly an impact player. Thank you, Allie.
How easy does that pull-up jumper look by Jaylen Brown? So tough.
Brown against Ingram. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Just 5 to shoot. They could use a bucket. Rebound Boston. Kata's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Oh, my goodness. Brown finishes off the drive, not simply laying it in, but a message of authority on the dunk.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Tillman, he's checked in for Boston. Chris Boucher comes in for Brown. And then for Toronto, Abaji's checked in. And it's Walter in for R.J. Barrett. Toronto trailer. Here's Shed. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Here's Murray Boyle. Boucher with the steal. Outside, Simons. Pass to White. Here's Walsh. Back to White. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer, Simons. Abaji pulls it in.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Here's Murray Boyle. Still yet to score. To end the run. And Boucher sends it back. We've got a chance here, so let's now look at the real stats, real scores from the real NBA, the league's stingiest teams. The Celtics second, 5th, the Raptors.
And we're getting to watch two of the NBA's great defensive teams. I mean, very difficult to score as they both contest every shot.
Boston making a switch here. Shireman's checked in, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. The Celtics shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. He hits both from the stripe.
This is a guy who will happily go to the line if that's what the defense wants to give him.
To the inside. Ball stolen. And here they go. Here's Simons. And the slam dunk by Simons.
And that's some serious liftoff from Simons. Wow.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And the Celtics making a change here. Raptors trail by 6. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Here's Murray Boyle. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Can they get it? And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now, here's Simons. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Denver. Clock at 6. And that one, good. Simons has got his second bucket tonight.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Former dunk contest champion Anthony Simons. Greg, also a threat from deep.
Yeah, over half his shots coming from long range. I mean, he's not exactly a point guard or a lockdown defender, but if you need a bucket, that he can provide.
Tillman's shot is off. Raptors trail by 4. To the middle, and stolen by Simons. Fade away, and that one is off. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Murray Boyles with the bucket.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Right side, Simons. And he uses the glass on the layup. Simons has got 6 points. We've got 22 seconds left here in the first quarter. Pass to Murray Boyles. Here's Abaji. Shoots from 14. Oh, he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
Coaches talk about ending quarters well. You cannot do it better than that.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Celtics lead by 2. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Peyton Pritchard out there with Anthony Simons. Then there's Chris Boucher. And it's Tillman in at the 5 spot. That's the Boston 5. Here's Abaji. Down low, down to 5 on the shot clock. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Barnes.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Pritchard passes to Simons. Swiped away. To the paint, here's Shed. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Shed's got the game tied up here for the Raptors. Boston shooting at 50% in a decent group. Pritchard passes to Walsh. Outside, Simons. Shot clock at 6. The 15-footer, and again it's Boston converting.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Pass to Murray Boyles. Now here's Barnes. Here's Walter, covered by Simons. His first shot coming late. Rebound Boston.
Boy, he'd be the first to tell you that is a shot that we expect him to make.
Pritchard passes to Boucher. Now Simons. Hands it from downtown. And it's a 5-point Celtic lead.
Man, lots of confidence on that three from Simons.
Here's Shed. He's covered by Pritchard. Pass to Murray Boyle. And Boucher sends it back. Now Simons. Here's Walsh. Still without a basket. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Toronto working the ball around now. Pass to Murray Boyle. And the Raptors miss again. Celtics leading by 5. Now Simons. He's got 13. Here's Walsh. And here is Simons. Inside, here's Boucher, and the dunk by Boucher.
He's got a nose for the basketball and a high level of activity around the rim. Go ahead and finish, Mr. Boucher.
Pass to Abaji. To the left wing. Barnes against Boucher. Gets the front of the rim and out. And so it's Pritchard with it. He'll bring it up for Boston. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Here's Simons. It's good again and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Well, it was the Raptors winning their last game against Charlotte. Barnes screen on Simons. Drives to the hoop. Pass to Walter. Here's Murray Boyle. He's covered by Pritchard. Nobody near Barnes. Drills it from outside. Barnes has got 5 points in the quarter.
This is a huge part of Scotty Barnes' development. Can he knock down the long ball?
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Some changes for Boston. Garza's checked in, and Jaylen Brown subbed in for Chris Boucher. And people, Doris, talk about the right time for a team to go all in. What goes into that decision, do you think?
Well, first and foremost, if you are having a high measure of success, it becomes about how do we sustain this roster to not miss the window to compete for championships. If you're talented and you're winning, how do you do the best you can to sustain that kind of success?
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Barnes. It's stolen by Brown. Over in the corner, Pritchard. And the Celtics hit again from deep. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
The other thing, I cannot be more impressed by the defense they've shown tonight. Their willingness to close on shooters, blocking shots, playing with great effort.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, guys. Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, it's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe. Back to you.
Yeah, you got to roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie.
We talk about high-effort players. Well, Derek White embodies that very description. Always working hard, always looking to outwork his opponent.
And the Celtics making a change here. Kate is checked in. And both free throws good for White. Raptors trail by 14. Ingram outside. Pirtle sets the pick for Ingram. Pass to Pirtle. And a dunk by Pirtle.
Well, I know he doesn't have to get too high to slam it home, but it doesn't take away from the force and the message sent on the dunk.
Pritchard passes to Simons. Back to Pritchard. Over quickly. Pritchard gets the bucket. Pritchard's got the lead up to 14 now for the Celtics.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Quickly up top. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Quickly's got his second bucket of the night.
That's a conversion inside by Emmanuel Quickly. Just a quick opportunity finish.
Brown the pass to Queta. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With the Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
And the Celtics with possession here after the miss from Jakob Poeltl. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Here's a look at what's coming up for Toronto. On Sunday, they'll be taking on Tyrese Maxey and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And it's going to be home game after home game after home game for this group. So they got a great chance to string together a number of wins given how strong they've been playing.
Sam Hauser's checked in for the Celtics.
Timeout.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Anthony Simons.
And you can see his scoring numbers trending down as time goes on. It's not what you want to see, but maybe it's just time to shift his approach a little and start looking for other ways to get points out there on the floor.
Oscar Barrett, the tray. The rebound by Queta. Queta's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Now, here's Simons.
And a moment here to look at the numbers for White. He's around 18 points per game, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. And you talk about defensive presence, he's the real difference maker on that end.
Yeah, he's always somewhere around the ball, finding ways to help his team by shutting down the opponents.
And he knocks down the first one.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And Toronto making a change here. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. And Simons drops them both.
And on the court, Simons is like a lightning bolt of energy. He hustles hard and just puts in the sweat to outwork the other team.
Barrett against White. Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Off target from outside.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Count that one. White's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Sometimes you anticipate that contact is coming and you have to take it. Nice job by White to hang in there.
Now here's Ingram. He's covered by Brown. Barrett dishes to Ingram. From the line, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Ingram's got 7 points.
And the whole court is open for Ingram. He's got the accuracy to hit that from mid-range.
And Brown now top the key. No good on the triple. And so quickly we'll bring it up for Toronto. His shot is good. Scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
Well, just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
And yes, it's good. And the Celtics lead by 16.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Toronto working the ball around now. Ingram against Brown. 6 to shoot. Ingram left side. Ingram can't get that one to fall. Celtics leading by 16. Brown right side. Here's Murray Boyles. He's covered by Brown. Pass to quickly. We've got 1:55 left in the first half. For 3, Ingram. The rebound by Queta. Queta's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Brown the pass to Hauser. 11 feet away. It's blocked, and he's able to get it back. Now here's Brown. There's the pick. Back to Hauser. Misses the 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Barrett the pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Pass to White. And White slams it in.
And this is outstanding vision by Jaylen Brown. This guy dishing the ball beautifully to his teammates.
Raptors trail by 18. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Brown against Ingram. Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Outside, White. Here's Simons. 29 seconds left now here in the second. Not enough on that one as it misses.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Ingram against Brown. And here is Ingram. Shoots over Brown. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. What a performance from Anthony Simons. He has been the story for the Celtics. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Boston Celtics.
Who needs a multifaceted approach when you can dominate in the lane like this? It has been impressive.
My only piece of advice, don't stop.
And let's move on to the Eastern Conference standings. The true contenders are beginning to stand out.
Checking out Boston, there are some high expectations coming into the season, and they can create a lot of pressure on a team. But they said, we can handle it, and they're proving it.
Yeah, they've got the character and the talent to be a top team in the league.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. One of the stories here, Anthony Simons getting it done today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Celtics leading by 18. And checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. The post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. Perimeter pairing, Barrett and Ingram. And it's quickly in at the point guard position. Now Ingram. After the missed three from Derek White. Barrett kicks to Ingram. And here's quickly for three. Kept alive. Out to Barrett. Just 4 to shoot. Another shot, and the layup is up and in.
Boy, you talk about a gifted finisher. R.J. Barrett, soft touch on the interior.
Outside, White. Back to Pritchard. Ingram against Brown. Puts up a deep three. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Brown's got 10 points in the game. No doubt Jaylen Brown is one of the most gifted isolation scorers in the league right now, Doris.
He is one of those guys, Kevin, that you do not want to be defending on an island. Jaylen Brown is an elite athlete, but he is also a three-level scorer, which makes him almost impossible to handle.
Here's Pritchard, following the basket by Scotty Barnes. Here's the three, and again, Boston with the triple.
Just love the unselfishness there. Keep the ball moving. Good things happen.
Pass to Ingram. Pirtle with a screen on Brown. To the inside. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Nice work by Ingram. Keeping his eyes open, allowing him to find an opportunity for a teammate.
Celtics leading by 18. Here's Pritchard. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Quickly.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
And Brown over to help. Ingram outside. Back to Barrett. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got 4 assists in the game.
80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
White down low. Barrett covering. Pass to Hauser. Here's Pritchard. Brown outside. Over Ingram. And it's Brown missing. Raptors trail by 16. To the middle. Rebound, Boston. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Pass to Pritchard. Here's Queta. Here's White. It's rebounded by Barrett. The Raptors have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. A steal. White against Barrett. Brown outside. Shoots over Ingram. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Raptors trail by 16. Here's Barnes. Rebound, Boston. Queta's got 11 rebounds in the game. Brown outside. Pass to Queta. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
You know, looking at the turnover story, they've had a few miscues along the way, but as we see on the scoreboard, it hasn't hurt them.
Quickly against Pritchard. Barnes left side. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
You know this about Scotty Barnes. This guy is an exceptional athlete. That is above the rim.
Outside, White. Back to Brown. Pass to Hauser. And here's White. Shot clock at 6. To end the cold streak. And he's good on the 3-ball. White's got 14 points.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Now here's Barnes. 11 points in the game. And they'll get another chance. Tries again. Rebounded by the Celtics. Queta's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Out to White. Over Barrett. And it's White missing. Raptors trail by 17. It's deflected. Brown outside. Over in the corner. White. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Pritchard with the ball, quickly covering. Out to White from outside the arc. Pass to Brown. It's up a 3. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
The Raptors have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. got a moment here. Let's now see who the league's top scorers are. Fifth is Jaylen Brown.
And his contribution to his team offensively cannot be understated. He is always leading the way for them with his ability to put up points.
Ingram up top. He's covered by Brown. Back to Ingram. Pass to Barrett to stop the run. Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Pritchard. Boucher sets a screen for White. No good from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Quickly the pass to Barnes. Ingram outside. Clock at 6. 11 feet out and he hits it. Ingram's got 11 points.
A true scorer's attitude. Ingram knows where he needs to be on the floor to get his shot.
Boucher finds Brown. Hits it from three-point range.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Boucher with the steal. Pass to Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Boston. Boucher with a screen on quickly. And it's White missing. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Raptors. From downtown, that's all good, and that's his fifth basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
In working away from the ball, Ingram thrives in the catch and shoot. A player you have to stay connected to on defense.
Now, here's Boucher. White goes in. Pirtle with the steal. Brown against Ingram. Inside, Pirtle. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
You love to see him powering through the contact to get the bucket and one. Pirtle with a show of some strength.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Tillman, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Fernie Simons comes in for Derek White. And it's Gonzalez in for Pritchard. Connected to the game. Of course, that's one way to describe Jakob Pirtle.
Well, Pirtle is an exceptional screener. He loves to hit the glass. He's a very physical player. He's everything you want in a big.
Raptors trail by 18. Down low. The shot by Murray Boyles, no good. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Here's Shen. And the Raptors miss again. Celtics leading by 18. Pass to Walsh. Back to Simons. Six on the shot clock. To the paint. Here's Tillman. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
The first free throw is good. Boston making a switch here. Shireman's checked in. And Toronto also making a switch. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Shed. Pass to Abaji. 1:21 left in the third. Here's Murray Boyle. Rebounded by the Celtics. Boucher's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Boy, he's trying to give this team a spark, but the buckets simply will not go down.
Left side, Simons. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Raptors trail by 20. There's 48 seconds left here in the third quarter. Abaji, the pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Shoots the 3. Walter, good.
You talk about high-quality shot. A paint touch to a kick-out. This is the modern NBA.
There's the pick. Now, here's Simons. He's guarded close to the inside. Shireman, good. And the Celtics lead by 19.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Murray Boyle. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And a miss there on the triple. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Celtics out in front, up 19. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Raptors trail by 19. And Fernie Simons out there with Peyton Pritchard. Then there's Chris Boucher. And it's Tillman in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Boston 5. And so it's Pritchard with it. He'll bring it up for Boston. Pass to Boucher. Now Simons. Here's Walsh. Just 5 on the clock. The deep 3 from Pritchard. Rebound by the Raptors.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Here's Walter. Lets it go from the wing. It's rebounded by Walsh. Boston leading by 19. Simons with the ball. Lets it go from deep. And it's Murray Boyles with the rebound.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
And there it is for him.
You get the sense Scotty Barnes is very comfortable in the painted area. That's easy work.
Here's Pritchard. Good, nice job down low.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Toronto with the ball after the basket by Boston. And the dunk by Barnes.
It's problematic for the defense because Scotty Barnes has been allowed to catch his rhythm, and his game is really flowing right now.
Simons, the pass to Walsh. Here's Pritchard. Here's Walsh. Here's Boucher. Off target from three-point range. Pass to Murray Boyles. To the middle. Pick off in midair. Here's Walsh. And here is Simons. Dick defending. The shot's good from Simons.
That's 2 triples for him. 1 in the first, 1 in the second.
Now Dick covered by Simons. Dick against Simons. Takes it inside.
Yeah, that's what makes Dick dangerous. You can't just play him as an outside shooter. He'll go to the hoop like he did there.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Ingram, he's checked in for Toronto. Ingram against White. Pass to Brown, takes a three, and it's Toronto with the rebound. Barnes has got 5 rebounds tonight. Down low, it's tipped. Simons the pass to Brown. Back to Simons. Out to White, 4 on the shot clock. Driving to the basket. Good D by Barnes.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Murray Boyles with the bucket.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Pritchard. White wide open. He fires. Sinks the triple. White's got 9 points here in the second half. Barnes outside. Pass to Ingram. Barnes sets a screen for Ingram. Dick against Simon. Dick, that's good.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Now Pritchard. Brown outside. And Barnes sends it back.
Get those long arms to work, Scotty Barnes. Send it back, young sir.
Pass to Walter. Now Dick. To the paint. It's good from Barnes on the assist by Dick. Dick's got 3 assists tonight.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Barnes against Brown. Here's Murray Boyles. He's covered by Pritchard. Unloads from 9. That one off the back iron and out. And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Pass to Tillman. Outside White. Over Ingram. Again the miss by the Celtics. Raptors trail by 15. Shoots over White. And that one's good. Ingram.
And known for the jump shot, Ingram needs to keep firing away with confidence from that spot.
Brown outside. Pritchard with the ball. Left side, Brown. To stop the drought, White. And a missed layup. The Toronto, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Pass to Dick. It's Ingram on the wing. 5 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Toronto gets it back with a new 14. Walter can't get it to go. Celtics leading by 13. Now here's Simons. Brown sets a screen for Simons. Inside. Sweet touch inside from Brown.
Oh, that's almost too easy for Jaylen Brown. We see you, sir.
Toronto's gone 0 of 3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. It's Ingram on the wing. He's covered by Pritchard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Simons.
Wily move by Ingram. Able to come up with the foul and get that shot in the air.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing. Some changes for Boston. Kate is checked in, and Sam Hauser subbed in for Anthony Simons. And the Raptors making a change here. That one is no good.
Uncharacteristic trip to the line for him. Just lost his feel on those shots.
Brown against Ingram. Brown the pass to Hauser. They set the pick. Clock at 6. Here's White. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. On the wing, Barnes. Pirtle sets the pick for Barnes. This one for 3. Out to Barrett. From the arc, the rebound by Cada. Cada's got 14, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Now here's Brown. It's Brown on the wing. Back to Pritchard. Over in the corner, Brown. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
You have to admire the growth of Jaylen Brown. He comes in as an attacking athlete. He's now a better passer, and he absolutely is a knockdown three-point shooter.
That free throw good from Brown.
You think about what Jaylen Brown brings to the table. Elite athleticism, three-point shot making, attacking the rim in transition, so much to like.
And he's good on the second. And every team is trying to ward off or recover from injuries. So, Doris, how much separation is there with regards to team training staffs?
Now, this is a great question, Kevin, and I think one of the things it highlights is how important every member of your staff is, from your head coach to the assistant coaches down to the training staff. An 82-game season will challenge any medical staff. They are invaluable to your organization.
Now, here's Quickly. Ingram outside. Can't get it to go. And so it's Pritchard with it. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Outside Brown. Here's the screen. Drops in the layup for 2. Brown's got 16 points here in the second half.
Well, Jaylen Brown has quality handles now. Relentless on the attack when he's got the rock in his hands.
Here's Quickly. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
The first one falls.
One of the things I always like about Emmanuel Quickly, he's decisive with the basketball.
And he makes both free throws. Now here's Brown. Here's Pritchard. And here is Brown. Pirtle there for the rebound. Raptors trail by 18. Barnes outside. Now Barrett. And he gets it to go.
This guy is a committed scorer. You get physical with R.J. Barrett, he knows how to stay under control.
And another of these young, talented players out of Canada, R.J. Barrett, is a high-level NBA athlete.
It's in the blood. His father played for the Canadian national team. Barrett, an attack wing who loves to get downhill.
And when it comes to R.J. Barrett, what do you think, Doris, about his development?
Well, we know he's got a scorer's mindset, and he's excellent off the dribble. The key for his growth is just he's got to become a consistent shot maker from deep.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Celtics.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And this will be their third win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Jaylen Brown.
You love this guy's confidence. He believes every shot is going in, and boy, a whole lot of them did.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Now here's Barnes. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Releases. Barrett, no good. Here's Pritchard. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
So let's go courtside where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game. Allie.
Thank you very much. Jaylen, you had it going. Can you talk about the confidence you had tonight?
I'm just trying to continue to show people what I can do, continue to get better. It's a long journey. It's a process. I still got a long way to go and a lot to learn, so I'm going to just keep going up.
It's all part of the journey. Thanks, Jaylen.
Terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that about wraps it up. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Jaylen Brown.